Weep. We're only a little bit late. Just a little. I'm waiting for my headache medicine to kick in. It hasn't yet. I had like a half-hour nap earlier, and it's like, nope, it's still not kicking in. First, second things first. 7. Congratulations, Druid. Hey, welcome to the stream. You made it. But yeah, we are, because we're sticking to our Thursday, Friday weekday stream. So instead of having a Tuesday, Thursday weekday stream, we're gonna have it Thursday, Friday, which neatly flows into our weekend streams, which is Saturday and Sunday. And today, we're gonna be playing. I feel like Thursday and Sunday would be like a good, what do you call this? A good time, a good schedule slot, time slot for me to like play any of the games that I have I haven't tried on my library, or some games that I don't really need to play back to back. Because, for example, for a game like the Divinity Original Sin 2, it's best if I play that like maybe 2 streams in a row just so I remember details. But like for something like Stanley Parable, where it's a run-based game where each run is different anyway, it's fine if I just have like Thursday stream, and then on Friday we'll play a different game or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna be playing Stanley Parable today. This is our second stream for it. What do you call this? I have a guide open for the endings, but I'm gonna try as much as possible to not use it until I run out of ideas, or until I what do you call this? I have no idea what else to do, and then check the guide. But yeah, we're gonna try and get as many different endings every time we play this game. Although what I'm thinking is this is probably gonna be, because this is the second stream for this game, right? So I'm thinking maybe this is gonna be the last Stanley Parable stream, unless we're gonna try another stream where we could try to get the other achievements. Because the only clear way to determine progress in this game is Steam achievements, and the Steam achievements do not include the endings. So you can have like a separate checklist for the endings, but like not all of them are even confirmed. So like there's a list on Steam, but it's like not an official list. So like these are just what people have experienced. So like I don't know if it's like an official ending or just something, and so on and so forth. Anyway, so we might have this second stream as our last stream, and then we'll look at other games next streams. But yeah, let's have as much fun as we can during today's stream. But how are you, Druid? How's the middle of your week been, or how's the week so far? What happened to the 11:50 a.m. routine? You're not doing that anymore. Did you forget the job about your routine? Maybe 11:50 a.m. Yeah, our first game was like an 11:50, and then we closed the game, and then we reopened it, and then we set it at 11:50 again. So the game thought that we played the game at 11:50 on 2 different days, but we just closed and opened the game within like a minute, and then just said 11:50. What is your reason for playing at a different time? Forgot. Yeah, that's just experimenting. Can I just say, regardless of why you're playing at a different time than usual, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip up a couple new ones. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Oh. There's also like an achievement for going through all the numbers in the sliders. So like, let's see if we can do that. Though the tricky one would be like the volume one. Because like if you hold on the button, it skips. It skips at intervals. So maybe it's better to just like click once. Okay. And then the default was like 70, wasn't it? Alright. Also, it could be talking about the sliders that he's about to whip up next session. And then... But let's see if this works. There's also an achievement where we have to play the game for the entirety of a Tuesday. So I was like, how am I gonna do that? I don't even have a stream on Tuesday anymore. Also, that's a work day. So like, what am I gonna do? Have this game open in the background while I work, basically? Let's have this at 70, I think. 70 sounds good. All right, what else? Audio. Oh boy, audio is gonna be these ones are good. This is gonna be a pain. And I don't know if this is correct. I'm just going off of what the achievement says. All right, let's review what the achievement says exactly, actually. There we go. So settings world champion. Set all settings sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. So what I take that to mean is that you have to see all the available numbers on all the sliders. Okay, so it says in the menu, not in the opening. Well, not in the welcoming moment, whatever. So hopefully what we're doing is correct. Pum 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 param pum 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 param pum pum param. This is helpful for me to like ramp up gameplay while I'm waiting for my pain meds to kick in, because I can still feel the stab of a migraine knife in my eye socket.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
And is it? Is it a story about a man named Stanley? This particular episode of my migraine was like triggered by what do you call this? Catching a whiff of varnish, wood varnish outside, and it's like, oh no. And then I didn't realize what would happen, but like I was wondering, why do I have a headache now? And it's like, because of the smell of, or because of, catching a smell of a nose full of varnish earlier. Then now I have a headache.
Of a man named Stanley.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. This would be the type of game that would would make sense to have like 100 achievements because of how nonsensical it is. They could have just added more nonsense because there's all of the achievements here are like wild and crazy, but they could have ramped it up to 100 to 100 because there's a speedrun achievement as well, so like, okay. Sound effects volume. Oh, wait, what? Why can't I select the sound effects volume? There we go. That was weird. I couldn't select it with the controller. I had to mouse over it. Bum pararam bum 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 pararam bum. Hello, Captain Star Fox. Welcome to the stream. Well, we didn't get that achievement. We're trying out. We're trying to get one achievement. I didn't get it though. It seems to not have worked. I don't know why it didn't work, but it didn't. So I guess I'll have to look up that one. But anyway, we'll start looking up. There's an achievement where you have to play the game after 10 years. Like, okay. So no pressure.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company.
Hope you have it. Yeah, it's what they call this. This is our
number
second
427.
stream for the game, and so far it's been very fun.
Job was simple.
It's been fun and
He sat at
funny.
his desk in room 427, and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
And Stanley was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one
So the
single
what do you call this?
order had
The
arrived on the
starting
monitor for him
thing
to
happens
follow.
every time you open
No
the
one had
game.
showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Dun, dun,
But as he
dun.
came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, we just got an achievement. The what they call it? It's a. I think it's synced wrong, but we got the achievement. Quit the game and then start it again. We did that like the very first time because I had to what do you call this? I had to adjust the settings, so I had to reset anyway. But it didn't count it. It counted this one as the second time we're opening the game, which is fine. At least we got that achievement. All right. So let's go do the room 430 achievement.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Of his co-workers? Why ever not?
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yep.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
This is gonna be a while.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
What a
Perhaps
noble
50 clicks
cause.
will do it. Yes,
Need to turn on my
almost
fan.
Certainly 50 clicks.
It's a bit warm today, which is good because it's been,
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. Which is this one.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. There's a door that I lost track of. Like,
Now, back to door number 437.
437. Like last time, because this is the second time I attempted, and I lost track of a door, and then I was like, what the hell?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Copy machine.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
417. Oh, shit.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419's desk. How do we jump? It's not A. Wait, what's 419? Oh, shit.
Yes!
Oh, there
this
is no jump.
Great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. So this is 417. 415. Where the fuck is 416? What? There is no 416. Even there's no desk for 415 either. Unless, okay, that's a desk for 17. What? This isn't 416. Interesting. Okay, so they think the game is tricking us. But I don't know. Unless... No, that's 428, 429, 430, 437. Girl. Where did you put 416? 437. 416. What if I click on just any? Would that cancel out the achievement? Because this is where I lost it last time, because like I thought 416 would be beyond this door, but when we step on through this door, the what do you call this? The narrator just goes on with the usual thing. And then there is no 416 there. So like Okay. 4B6, 426. There isn't one narrator. 416, so 417, 415. There is no 416. What's going on here? That's 426. No. But there isn't. Interesting. Okay. E416. Nope.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
I
Yes,
did.
I have something very exciting to show you.
There it is. The
We've
fuck?
almost got it! Now the copy machine do that one again!
Okay, so it's new content. That's interesting. Copy machine, he said. I was afraid to enter that room because it said new content, so it might be like
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
I feel like the narrator's about to come.
Yes! We did it!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing
What
could
the
hold
hell?
you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
What was I thinking indeed? All right. Let's go to the new content door. I was afraid that the new content door would be like this door where it would just cut you off from the area where you needed to check. Anyway, it's here. Is there going to be actual new content this time?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing
Okay,
this
so it's a
ultra-deluxe
continuation
version
of that.
turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Ooh. Ta-da!
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Sure.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Oh. Hello? The door opened for us. Oh, very modern. More TSP. Better TSP, the Stanley Parable. Win. Sequential mind share. The color red. Leverage. Holistic value. 1 to 2. Paradigm shift. Synergy. Excuse me.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Excuse me. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, Arkham City, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. Isn't like Dark Souls 2 regarded as like not a good sequel? I don't know. I haven't played it yet. Because I still haven't finished 1. The way to the show floor. New features, new content. Expo Hall 2, Stanley Parable 2.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Oh? Probably doesn't work. My name's, you know, a bit different.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Is it?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay,
Sure.
here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I am Jim. I am Jim. I am Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take
Well, I
a break
guess.
from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
It just clips to the floor. Okay. All right. Next feature.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
There's an epilogue. No screenshots, please. A whole new office. Red is the new orange. Okay, that's just in the game. I think. It's like the, what do you call this? It's like the cell, there we go. Like the cell signal interference sound. This sound. That's just in the game. I thought it was like, because I'm getting a call or something. The new updated ray traced, more of the same, but in a good way, sequel to the new features, new content, new ideas. The button that says the name of the player is displaying. Jump circle and infinity hole. Oh, but we already did the jump thing earlier. Yeah, last time. Office decorations. Let's try the reassurance bucket. Stanley Parable reassurance bucket. I love the sense of scale of this room, like or the sense of vertical space. Ugh, what the fuck is that? It's turning. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Anyway, let's go to. Oh,
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered
Common
a chaotic
complaint.
sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this
fundamental problem with the game.
It's
Sure.
the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley,
But it's not
anytime you're
there.
holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Fell off.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect
Oh, now
solution.
there's the bucket.
Come
Okay.
on, give it a try.
Let's try it. Ooh.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
I'm feeling it.
Can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
I'm sure if I
think
put
that
it on
just
my
holding
head.
it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Aw.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Certainly.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I guess this is like the other direction you could go with a game like Control. I was just thinking about Control because of like this hallway here. Because that's like an action shooter type game. But like in the same kind of like weird universe, you could have like a game like this. Should be what do you call this?
Does anyone give out awards for
Oh,
most
wait, I still have the
enjoyable
bucket.
in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Sure. This
Okay,
is
I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided
Balloons.
on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
let's go with happy 12th birthday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well
Sure.
Someday it is.
Sure, darling. Oh, cool. All right. Can I grab a balloon? Happy 12th birthday, step-niece. Right. Oh, and then the thing gets updated. Ah, that's cute.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
All right. Oh. Ooh, there's a giant Stanley. The jump circle. Yay, we
Hey,
can do
well,
it again.
Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well.
Can you
I
reset it?
suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece
What?
then.
Decorative piece. Like this circle. Just this circle is the only place where you can jump. Free, new, and easy achievement. Get it here. Okay. Free achievement. Get yours now. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Get yours now. Speaking of it just
now,
works.
Here's something special.
I'm gonna
remember
try
that
Fallout
broken
New Vegas
tested
off
achievement
stream.
that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Is there a Stanley Parable but horror? Or just, just a Stanley Parable type kind of game? Test achievement unachieved.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
All right, let's keep trying. It doesn't even have a reaction. Oh. Damn. Can we pull the other direction? No. Right. Okay. So that achievement is still a mystery. Okay. Cool. Hello. Can I move these? Nope.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
This one. It's a giant Stanley. Collect them all. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Ugh.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game.
Jesus.
In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Oh
and
my
what's
God.
truly innovative is
Oh
that
my
there will
God.
be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you
Oh,
move
this is
the
so
hell on with
fucking
your
freaky.
unremarkable life.
0 out 1 out of 6. Blink. Whoa, and then we just got... Oh, that was so creepy. Should have screenshotted that.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
You have no idea how to make a game, do you, narrator? Infinite hole. It won't end. Wait. Ah. Time like infinity, distant space-time, distant past, hole like infinity, space like infinity. Oh boy. More hole. It just keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a
How
hole
deep can we
that you
dig?
can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Alright, can I try it? Oh my god, this is so fucking free.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
I'm gonna see how far it...
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Not just yet, darling.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oh,
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the
Hello.
hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
why are there cigarette butts here?
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole
Mostly infinite.
If that
Sure.
works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Zoop.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole
Yeah.
seem even shorter to you this time?
It
I couldn't
certainly
help but
did.
feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean,
The
admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yeah.
that was
I'm
much
starting to
shorter.
become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is.
Ugh.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but how is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Yay. Uh-oh.
Is the, teleport button not working?
Or maybe if you could give me a
Sure.
jump button.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
Nope.
Still nothing?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I
No.
hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Well, Stanley has survived eternity before. He will again. Come on, get me out of this fucking hole. Give me a jump button. Oh. What's going on? Oh. Hello. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Boom, 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 boom. Change your perspective. Oh shit. Well, this is cool. This is a sound effect every time we change perspective. What the hell? Change your perception. Okay. Change your reality. Oh. Oh my god. Change yourself. Ah. Uh-oh. Oh. The claymation Stanley.
Stanley? Stanley?
Mm-hmm.
Stanley?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
Oh
From
no.
the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in
Oh
this
no.
hole, and I'm looking
Not
forward
years.
to all of them. Stay alert,
No.
Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Toodle peep. No. I was gonna sink again. Where's my phone? Oh no! It ends here. Oh, there we go. We got the whole ending. I'm gonna take note of that, I guess. Hang on. I don't know. I don't know if that's like an ending, and I don't know how to consider or how to like count the endings. I'm gonna take a screenshot here.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
You heard Jim in the game. They've updated the marketing. Exclusive, the button that says Jim. Right, so that was definitely an ending because it updated the theme. Okay, also my pain meds have kicked in. That's good. Merch. Oh wait. Oh no, that's the entrance. Okay. Oh, we can't go behind the counter. So there's like the end is never the end again. What is it called? It statement, whatever. This T-shirt is the best new feature. And then to their back, 2 doors, 427. 2 do zwei dos. Oh my god, there's a QR code. Hang on. Where does this QR code take us, I wonder? I'm gonna take a picture of it. Ding 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 ding. All right. Open in browser. It's like an actual website thingy. That's basically in universe because it's promoting the what do you call this? The sequel. Watch a helpful and innovative video to learn more about the Stanley Parable and what the journey of becoming a sequel is all about. Enjoy the rest of the exhibit. Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. It's I mean the mobile website, it looks cute, so that's cool. Oh, wait a minute. No screenshots, he said. Let's see what will happen if we do take screenshots. Doesn't seem to have a reaction. I'm gonna take the Windows screenshot. No reaction. Either the game doesn't is not able to recognize that function, or I don't know. It's just a thing that they put there. Did Stanley's face become sad? Ooh, let's check out the hole again. I wonder if he just boarded it up. Oh, he closed the door. I can't even interact with the door. There's like no clicking sound. Right. Okay, so the fact that the exit or the entrance door is closed behind us means there's something more to it. Oh, there's an exit over there. Okay, that might be where we need to go later. But before anything else, let's... Okay, this one's also locked already. That's fine. Is it just the exit now? Let's see if we can still... Fine, it mostly infinite hole. Fine, it ended. Test achievement unachieved. Bidunk, 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 bidunk. What else can we do? Yeah, I think it's just the exit now. Re-achieve. Oh, settings world. Oh, settings world champion. All right. What? What? I'll fucking open it. Would that be open if I had gotten the achievement beforehand? Because I tried, but either I misunderstood it or I did something different, or the way I did it is not exactly how it should have been. Epilogue
would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes.
Sure.
Yes, it will go at the end of the well, we'll figure that out later.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. The reassurance bucket. Can we put this down now? Office decorations mostly okay. Let's see. Collective bliss. Exit jump sec. All right, let's go to. Oh, the exit is blocked off. What else are we meant to do here then? Mm. Nope. Hmm. But like, no. Settings world champion. Hmm. Hmm. What else haven't we seen though? We go back for the to return the bucket. No. Do you not want your bucket back? I mean, I'm happy to keep it. Oh, if I didn't have the bucket, this would be like a nice screenshot there. I guess the bucket like kind of makes it Stanley, doesn't it? Let's go to the epilogue one again. Hmm. No? Hmm. There have been any new doors that opened? No. 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 Um Seriously, what else haven't we? Is there anything? Nope. Hmm. Oh, I guess we just reset the game. There might not be like an exit. We just have to reset the game. Yeah, I think that might be just what we need to, unless. Oh, hello. Didn't realize there was a set of stairs here.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Hmm. The settings achievement would have been nice to see open, but I guess I don't know. Doesn't work. Ooh.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Sure.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Womp, womp, womp,
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Wow.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it.
Just release the original.
Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Okay. Ding 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 ding. Settings. Ooh, well, isn't that pretty? I like the red.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Or the balloons, we see them.
Employee
Okay.
number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Buttons on
Orders
a
came to him through a
keyboard.
monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Stanley
Something that would
Parable
forever
2.
change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Right, let's see.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Where's the
decided to go
hole?
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Where did you
simply
put
missed
the
a memo.
hole? Oh, the bucket's here.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
That's it. Wait, I didn't know that you could turn off that monitor, but it didn't seem to do anything. Like, it didn't affect anything. Ah.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Uh-huh.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where
Ugh.
he'd find answers.
Why is this game jump scaring me?
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
What?
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom
The
closet
fuck?
believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
Lifelong
I'll hand it
friend?
over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this
Sure.
is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your
Wow.
life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand
Sure.
on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point.
Point by
Share your journal
point.
entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Yeah. This bucket and I have been together for
Okay,
2
I've got you
minutes.
something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
Oh,
There.
hello.
Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Okay.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see,
Yay.
I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket.
It's a bucket.
There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Gonna have more. Gonna have more bucket stickers.
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Can I close the door? All right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yeah, hello.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember,
Yay.
no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Sure. That's only the second one. At least the first one. We found in the showroom, whatever thingy. It counted it. Now we have 2.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
Certificate of
The bucket would.
pompousness.
And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Fucking controller.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Sure. Oh, another one.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another
Stanlerine.
Stanlerine under your belt.
Okay.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
If not for the
Soothing
bucket.
him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Mind control facility. Excuse me.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
The bucket wondered too, did it?
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Oh no.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do?
The bucket is
or
gonna
not
have
want
an
to do in the
existential
first
crisis.
place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
No.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Bloody dark in
For
it.
he and the bucket would dismantle
the hole
the
is
controls
here.
for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Let's go down the hole. Huh. So the epilogue is what's coming after the end, is it? What else haven't we seen? The gym button. Ba-da-ba-dum. System power.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Was it?
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
Uh-oh.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face.
The bucket had to
This
stay.
building did not want the bucket to leave. The facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
No!
Lens, not
Oh god, it's so dark.
bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon
Stanley
now,
gulped.
he was about to find out.
Oh. And there it is. I guess that's the bucket ending. Can we pick up the
All of
bucket
his
again?
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
And then
Stanley
go the
decided to
alternate.
to the
Oh, it
meeting
has
room.
stickers
Perhaps
still.
He had simply missed a memo.
Cool. Yeah, let's go the wrong way this time.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Dun, 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 dun.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
To his right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Ding, 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 ding.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to
Oh
do.
no.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Dung, 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 dung.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Where? Dun, dun.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Uh-huh. Oh god, that's so bright.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Oh
Once
my
upon
god.
a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Where is it? Mr. Bloody Bucket then. Huh. Wait, which door can I open? Can I even open any door? Sunset. Where's the bucket? Where's my bucket? Huh. Oh, there it is. What the hell? Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press up arrow to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
That's why to take me back home with you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me. Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location
we haven't found
to
any
a
more
different location.
Stanley
That's
Reams.
it doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Press right for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from, me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket, this stupid hunk of metal.
Press A to ignore anyone in your life except for me.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press up to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Press up to relive the same day with me, over and over. Ooh, have a great day at work, Druid. Thanks for being here.
Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Press Y to go home, to work, to home, to work, to home, to work, to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket.
What?
Oh no. What's going on? Why do
We're
I
gonna
want to
fuck
be
the
with
bucket?
the bucket?
Oh my god.
Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had
Excuse
the
me.
bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or else.
Close your eyes. What the fuck happened? Go back to work, Stanley. Is the bucket gonna be gone? Boom, 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 boom. Excuse me.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, the bucket's still there. Okay. Dun, 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 dun,
The
dun,
confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
dun.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Let's go downstairs this time. What the fuck? Trust the completionist instinct. Small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. How can you tell you've spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? Okay, but where's the rest of them? We have three. We need three more. There will be a reward for finding them all. The red room. Like murder? Not here. Oh, red room like downstairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No. There it is.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think,
Figlies?
Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
All right.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought.
And now we're
Usually
stuck in the
bucket is a
loop.
source
Okay.
of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And
Uh-oh.
that's when Stanley realized.
It's
This
just
isn't
a
my
bucket. Oh no.
It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's
What the fuck
bucket,
is with this
perhaps.
music?
How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this.
I lost the
Who
bucket.
knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Off the ground.
Gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it
There he
truly
is.
be?
Oh,
He rushed forward from room
there's
to
so many
room,
buckets.
passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me. He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
All
It was
along.
incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony.
Oh
and blacked
God.
out. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh, what is she gonna find?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Oh.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no
bucket.
Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
He's
Perhaps
taken
he
his
didn't even
bucket
realize
with him.
He'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything.
On
Heck,
everything.
yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way
All
to
the way.
work.
Backflip. All right. Some of the other endings are just like pretty much the same route, but it has like an extra bucket detail, which is, you know, it's significant how it's like added into the story
All
or
of
to
his
the
co-workers
ending.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Figurine finders meeting, a committee meeting today. Okay, we still have the figurine. Input received. Let's take the bucket.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his
Warmth.
arms again, he was home.
Again?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
This is where the thing is. Alright. Okay, there we go. A large room, lots of boxes, somewhere both red and blue. I legitimately don't recognize these rooms. But I guess we'll see them. Red and blue and then
Coming to a
boxes.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
Oh.
upstairs to the boss's office.
Wait, let's see where we can diverge if we go up here. Oh. I didn't know you could open that door. Bing boom. Haha! Interesting. Where will this take me? Bing, 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 bing. Ding, 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 ding. Is the narrator singing? Param, pa, 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 pum, para, param. Dun, 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 dun. It's still going. I'm resting my eyes, but I don't know if that will make me miss something like that happens in the blink of an eye. Oh. Sorry, you didn't get me that time. Hello, Mal. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for throwing a foot at me. Come join me in this relaxing elevator ride. Oh shit! Ah. Throw this sub at ya. Wait, I don't remember how to make it so that I can have TTS for the subs. But thank you for, oh my god, 28 months. 2 years and then some. Good lord. Thank you so much for I mean, I'm sure it's like you've been with what am I saying? You've been a friend for more than 28 months? But that's amazing. Do I really need subs to talk? Yep. Yep. Give me money and I will talk more. I'm kidding. How have you been? How's your week so far? What do you call this? How's your other projects going? Yeah, 3 years. There we go. Yep. Yep. Imagine not subscribing for 1 year. I'm kidding. It's amazing. 3 years, 6 months, and 10 days. How long have I been? I think I've been streaming for around that long. Hang on. Can I follow H myself? Followage. Is not following Jordan Gaming. Excuse me. I guess it doesn't work that way. Oh my gosh, you don't even follow yourself. I know, right? But I wonder how you can, wait, where can you check like how old your channel is? Like in Twitter, you can say, wait, you can see like the account, when the account was made, right? I don't remember. I think even on Facebook you can see the account when the account was made. I don't, or am I just thinking of birthdays? Wait, seriously, or do we need to open the fucking elevator? Wait, what? It didn't take us anywhere. Hang on. What if I pressed it down? Okay. Oh, it doesn't go anywhere. How long was I waiting? A while. A while. So maybe if we had like 2 or 3 loops of that same song. So however long that song is, times 3. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Hey, that's a lovely purse. Oh my god. Yeah. Because I thought the elevator would eventually get somewhere. Oh my god, I didn't realize that that was what the painting was. I thought it was just a painting of a panda. I didn't realize that there was also a hand pointing a gun at it. Oh my god. Look at these. Excuse me. The sequel is now paused. Alright.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Bless me,
Even
thank you.
now,
Was it
his
loud
darkest
coming through
hour,
the stream?
did
I
the
tried to
bucket's
like,
warmth and guiding
because my
light
mute button is not
pierce the
working
dark
again. So
clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two
piano
of them
doesn't
were
work.
inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that
Or
the
they
pin
crossed
number for the
3,000 miles.
keypad
Damn.
was 2845.
Oh my god. Controller, man.
Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
86. How was it? Was it 8,600 miles? Wow. Alright, so this elevator works. Tung, 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 tung. Are you excited for Silk Song, Mal? Seems like it's the kind of game you would enjoy.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I'm gonna go through this one.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
You're constantly
point,
edging until
Stanley
September
and the
4.
bucket
Oh,
were
is it
knowingly
September
walking
4?
forward
Thought it
into
was
a
like
very
next year or
painful
something.
death for each
That's
of them.
amazing. Dun dun dun. Ah! Whoa! Ow! Ooh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be
Sorry
sure,
about the dog.
it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
Sense of
This is what
ease.
Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell. Oh,
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
as it was crushed violently. Wait, what? Hang on. Trying to. Game is so funny. Yeah, I think so. I agree. Wait, where do I go? Oh, there we go. Stanley,
It was a
probably.
shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets
Oh
are
my
radiant
god,
in
it
their
has its
own
own
way,
mural
but
thingy,
this
whatever
one
that's
stood
called.
above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
So bright. Oh god, it's so bright. Welcome. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. A second narrator narrating about the narrator. Just like, oh no, it's not just like, but it just reminded me of like that Will Ferrell movie with Emma Thompson. It was Emma Thompson narrating his life. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind that may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness?
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his
Amazing.
own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Best part about the bucket is you can put another bucket in it, and then another bucket in that, and then another bucket in that, and then another bucket in that. This photograph is called 25 buckets, and it describes that it has 25 buckets. That cannot just be 25 buckets, right? That's definitely more than 25. But it says 25 buckets. A bucket with two hands. What the fuck? Okay, so we entered through this one. Inferno bucket. What? A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Millions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains. No one can control the bucket. The stress bucket. An analogy. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Vulnerability, size and strength of the bucket. Coping strategies, holes, stress. Oh boy. Oh, hello. Prehistoric bucket. There's even like backing sound music.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. Okay. Oh god, the hole is here. Alright, let's go. Oh. What? I was ready to dive.
There is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as...
Okay. Oh, okay. It's just that. Cool.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait. What is the link about? Where does the link lead to, Mal?
No matter how hard Stanley looked,
Also, look in Discord
he
for
couldn't
later.
find a
Is it gonna
trace
be
of his
another song?
co-workers.
I still need to
Stanley
find
came to a
two
set of two open
figurines.
doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
It's one of your
first,
favorite
just to
movie
admire
scenes.
it.
Ooh.
Yes,
Which movie is it
this
from?
room. What a
I mean, I could just
beautiful
click on
room,
the link,
eager
but
to get back to business,
talk
Stanley took the
me through
first
it.
open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nope. I'm looking for the Stanley figurines, narrator.
But Stanley
Suicide
didn't want to go
Kings.
back to the
Ooh,
office.
I don't think
he
I've heard
wanted
of
to
that one.
wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go from here it's left. Oh no, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Girl.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left...
Oh, we should have
down,
just gotten the
left,
bucket here as
right.
well.
Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Dun dun dun.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This
It's about
is
the
all a
bucket. I
spoiler.
mean, kicking
Quick,
the
Stanley,
bucket
close your
is...
eyes. Okay.
is like an
Just
expression,
a
isn't
bit
it?
Back to,
Is
who
it
am
kicking
I
the
kidding?
bucket?
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
Okay, so that's not how you
From
find
the top.
the... That's not how you find the other room. Yes, it's kicking the bucket. Okay, cool.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket's gone. Why the fuck did the bucket go? I was gonna take it and do the same run. The bucket's fucking gone. Oh.
When
Oh no,
Stanley-
because it's gonna have it's gonna do
What?
this. Right.
No,
Because
I
we broke
restarted. I swear,
the game by
definitely
doing the
restarted
previous
game
path.
over, completely fresh. Everything
yeah.
should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
It's an
Let's
adventure.
find the story.
Shh, shh. Shh. I'm hoping I bump into one of the Stanley figurines. Well, oh god, it's making me sick.
I'll say
This-
it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can
The
promise you.
sameness
There
of the
definitely
corridor
was a
and
story here
whatever
before.
the color. It's
Do we need to restart the game again?
making
Well, I
me
find
sick.
it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. Boom, boom, boom.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Okay,
simply
the
missed a
bucket is still
memo.
not here. We're still in the we're still in this run. The run hasn't properly ended yet. And now there are no
Okay,
doors.
yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Except
Why
the
don't
door
we
is
go back the
closed.
other direction and see if we missed anything?
All the way back. Okay.
Aha!
I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
On the long summer night, in my mind, I'm back
Now
by
this-
your side.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place
Retrace
at all.
the steps.
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember,
You remember,
Stanley?
Stanley?
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
No.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay. We should have taken the bucket.
All right,
God damn
I've
it.
got a solution.
It's like we've
This time-
already had this ending before, but it would be interesting to see how it would have changed with the
Make
bucket
sure
in
we don't
hand.
get lost. I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? You see, the line knows where the story is. It's
Does
over
it?
in this direction.
Does
Onward,
it?
Stanley,
Ooh,
to
I hope we find a
destiny.
Stanley figurine
Nope.
though.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Ooh, number 6 has a fancy office. There's like what do you call this? This is a payday Easter egg, isn't it? You can't do anything. Do something you find. Whoa! What the hell? I think that was just a visual glitch. What the fuck happened there? Anyway. Fern.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Will it?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Sure. I don't wanna fall asleep.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Uh-huh.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a... Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh,
It's
I can't
Fern
take this
Brady.
anymore. Hell with it. Restart.
Truly. It's absolutely fair and Brady.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Mysterious.
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Which direction? What? Oh.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and
Is
Stanley
it?
forging a new path, a new
Is
story.
it?
Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Give me aliens.
Oh, no, not you again.
Hello.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Oh, God.
Ah,
Hello.
good choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is
Who
in
goes
our
again?
control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
What the hell?
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that
I'm not
in
gonna
turn
walk around. I'm
means
gonna
that
have
our
it's
destination
dizzying and I have a migraine, so
corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another
Sure.
victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
excuse me.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
The
You're telling me
confusion ending.
that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart
Taking the
again.
wrong door
Then what?
can get you in a
Am I
lot
just
of
supposed
trouble.
to forget?
Truly.
Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Especially if it's the back
My
door.
mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to
Find
keep
the confusion.
restarting.
Okay, so
I
we're
don't
right
want to forget
here.
what's going on.
Yes.
I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't
The
do
game
it. I
restarts
won't
on its
do it.
own.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us?
For us? Oh
Will
shit,
something
hello.
happen?
This voice
So-
reminds you of something.
Okay.
Is it the narrator in that
guess
Hitler
now we just
movie that
wait,
Charlie
you
Chaplin
know.
did?
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope
So
that's
does
where
it.
we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Jesus Christ, what the hell was that? Are we still in the ending? Confusion ending?
A soft wind blew outside
It
and
is,
perhaps
we're
rain
still there.
started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
See weather? Oh no, the bucket's here. Okay. We have started the run again. Yeah.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the
Every time we
bucket
pick up the
around.
bucket, it has the narrator has like a different line to describe us picking it up. That's just cool. Right.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Do we have a lot of deviations left on the left? I don't think so, so we'll stick to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly
It truly was.
How insightful the bucket turned out to
It could
be.
also be Malium, might also be, I think one of the major things that, like, a long time ago, one of the major things that attracted me to this game was like this TV show called Pushing Daisies, starring Lee Pace and I think Zoe Deschanel. Or, where there was like a narrator, and the narrator was like an active character in the show. It sounds a lot like this guy.
No.
Or like the
never
delivery
mind.
is like very
The
similar,
bucket was
and it's also
wrong.
like a humorous show.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go
Oh, that
somewhere else. The cargo lift,
Ah.
yes. Go there. Go
I
to
don't
the
think it's
cargo
ringing the
lift.
same bells as me, so like. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-bum. Oh, hello. Ooh. Okay, it's for this one. Oh, this is the room with all the boxes. Okay.
You're getting close now, Stanley.
There we go.
You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlarines. Very soon, you'll
Figler
collect the last one.
Anlarines.
And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them.
You just
And
remembered? Is it
now we have
Hitchhikers?
them all.
Or is it something
You
else?
can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlarines. None of us can.
Cool. Where? Because the other clue is the red and blue room, which I don't know what that is. Oh, hello. Oh, this is different. Maybe. Oh. Oh ho 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 ho. Cassette tapes. Remember when those were a thing? Oh shit. Oh shit.
Okay, this is day number 295.
Ooh, this is
Take
entirely
number.
new.
I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real
It's a
anymore.
different voice.
The longer I study this bucket,
It's a bucket related
less
ending.
sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so. What do I do with this treasure?
It's like a Magnus Archives recording.
I can monetize it.
Monetize it.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
With the bucket.
This is my golden ticket.
Easy.
But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there? Caporata.
The fuck? What the hell? Oh my god. Hang on. Let's check what Mal has sent. Someone's gonna try to fuck the bucket. Oh, we've already been through that ending or through that route. Don't worry.
I'm just telling you that it takes a little bit to buy into the premise. But once you buy into the premise, the joke is worth it.
What
Two
is this?
Siamese twins, both women. One plays trombone, one's a nymphomaniac. They both love Julio Iglesias. One day they're sitting around by the fire. Hey, look!
What
Julio
the
Iglesias
fuck?
is coming to town. Great. Let's go.
I do not need an image of this man jacking off. That is wild. And that's been in your brain, Mal? Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so that is so weird. It's the Siamese. Is it? Is it? But that is wild. I was gonna be like a fanfare, like a circus thing. I mean, I guess with the Siamese twins, it is a circus.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Thing,
What could
isn't
it
it?
mean? Stanley
It's
decided
a
to
good
go to the
joke,
meeting
is
room.
it?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is it?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
We still need to find the blue and red room. When he does the trombone part. We need the. Yeah, I'm gonna carry the bucket again.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket.
Yeah, he has like a
Off on
different line every
another
time we pick
thrilling
up the bucket.
adventure together.
I wonder when it starts cycling back to the first one he said. Wait a minute. This isn't the right hole. Oh wait, no it is. Never mind.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
We're good.
And entered the door on his left.
This is left, right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Mm-hmm.
And here it was. Had the
Blue
bucket
and
turned
red
out to be
room. I
correct?
don't think I've
Was
ever
this
been to
better
that
than the
room.
meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it
Perhaps
truly
it truly was.
How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
That guy next to Penn Jillette is Tommy Smothers of the Smothers Brothers. Who's Penn
being here
Jillette
with the
and
bucket
who is
was a
Tommy
grand
Smothers and who are the
Stanley reflected
Smothers
on all they'd
brothers?
been. No, never mind.
Hey Wrath, if you ever play Helldivers right now because of crossplay, very buggy to the point of oh no. Is it has the crossplay just been implemented, Wrath? Also, welcome to the stream. And from Penn and Teller. I mean, I know the name, but I don't think I've ever seen who Penn and who Teller are. I don't know what their faces look
The
like.
bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the
I'm trying to
meeting room.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think I've been to a blue and red room.
No,
Oh,
said
wait,
the
you know
bucket.
what?
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo
Just
lift.
implemented yesterday. Oh. Well. Well, hopefully it gets fixed.
Good.
All right,
said
so
the bucket.
here,
Now
and then we
ride the
drop
lift
onto
all
that
the
one.
way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
We already know what
Stanley did
happens
not
when we
question
go all
why
the way
or
to
how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley
sure.
chose not to think about it. But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation
God
of
damn it.
himself and the bucket, his dearest friend.
That wasn't
So
what I
he
wanted
threw
to do.
himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
I just died with a bucket in my arms. Amazing. All right.
All of
Again.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Okay. So we need to
Stanley
drop
took the door on
down
his
properly,
left
not
to go back
all the way to the
meeting room.
floor.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the
drop
lift
down
all
there.
the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Danger everywhere.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there.
No
It says,
buckets
no buckets
past
past
this
this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story
Do
is
not
dependent
stand on this
your
side of the fence.
understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Oh, hello. What is this? This is just like it's a storage area. It doesn't lead anywhere. Oh
Now then,
no.
I'm going to
We're
run
gonna
you
get
through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether
we're
or
like a
not
game
the
show
thing I'm showing
contestant.
you is a bucket. Simply enough,
Is
right?
this
This should tell us
a
everything we'll ever need
bucket?
to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a
What?
hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What? It didn't even glitch like a hologram,
Item
so we'll
2.
just have to like take
Is
his word
this
for it.
a bucket?
Yeah.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
But if it holds water, it would still be a bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Is this a blue and red room? Oh, can I not leave? No, I can. I think I can. Oh, I can't step off the platform. I can't look around. Imp.
Correct.
There we go.
This is a bucket.
Yay. Wait, Wrath, even if you're not playing with anyone on a console, like if you're just playing with PC people, will you still get crashes?
Correct. This is a tractor and not a
Not a bucket.
To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme. But I was
Oh, well,
starting
thank
to
you for
get
the
concerned
gimme.
That even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one. Is this a bucket?
No. Oh. Fuck.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
What? And he doesn't explain why. What the fuck?
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question.
Was
Both.
playing with Randall, so
Gotcha.
don't know. Oh, okay. It'd be interesting to see if if all of you were like PC players.
Item.
Then
Wait,
it still
hold on,
gets
I
the
can't
crash.
find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
What? Hello? No, it's not a bucket.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is
Everything
a bucket.
is a
which of course
bucket.
is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
I've lost all sense of perspective.
Oh,
What
dear.
is a bucket? What isn't a bucket?
isn't
Mere
a
moments
bucket?
ago, I could answer these questions with confidence, and yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do
Somewhat
any of us know
adrift.
what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Are you a bucket? Oh, yeah,
Stanley,
you are
I
a
can't
bucket.
keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
Oh,
I
boy.
can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the
Oh
game
no!
entirely.
Wait,
Okay.
is this the bucket
down.
ending? Ah,
What
Are we not-
happened? Is everything gone?
because everything
Why
is
did
a
everything
bucket, you
disappear?
bucket.
Was everything a bucket?
Yeah,
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh
yeah.
my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you,
Well,
Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
we're not
Yes,
buckets.
I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
We haven't
tell
got a
you what.
game.
I'll reset everything, and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
And then
And
imagine if
we'll
like
know that
everything
it's
is like an
all a
actual bucket
But
asset.
if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
This is so wild. I love it. All right, we're back.
Stanley
Ish.
decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the
What?
thought of total
This is new.
solitude was terrifying to him.
That's the first time he said that.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
Culture and distinction. Oh, wait. Why is this computer off? That computer's always been on. Ah! That counted up to 2 pink bars. Interesting. I wonder if it'll go up to 3 the next time I press on it. Let's try to remember that. Alright,
Stanley clutched the
we're
bucket
still looking
tightly
for
to
the
his
red and
chest
blue room.
entered This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No. We're gonna keep to this one.
No.
Said
Oh
the
wait,
bucket.
fuck. We
Don't
might have
go to the
exhausted
meeting
this
room.
path.
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
That needs a key card. I don't think we have a key card ever. Right, so we've been
Good.
Said the bucket.
through
Now
this
ride the
way.
lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not
I just
to
realized
think
that we're
about this
kind of in our
obvious fact.
choices
He was
matter
firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken
games
to him,
era.
and he unthinkingly
Like
did
this
whatever the
one.
bucket asked.
The what they call this, the Baldur's Gate and the Divinity Original Sin games we've been playing, where voices are like a
In
major
here,
part of
said
the
the bucket.
gameplay.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Obeyed blindly. Yeah, there's no divergence from here, I don't think. We just go here. Then we go immediately here.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go
Can I
about
unplug
life
the-
together.
Oh,
I can
hold on.
unplug the
Why
phone.
did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk.
It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Ugh.
Can't
No.
you see? Oh, goodness.
I
must
don't
have
get
really
the joke
bungled up the
narrator.
delivery if you actually took me
It's
seriously.
like that
Where did I
trombone
mess
joke
up the
that the
joke?
pen guy was
Should I
doing,
have
or whoever
paused
that
for
what was his
longer
name.
or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
It's gonna make
it's
me
sitting
watch
right
an
here.
instructional
Let's take a
video
look.
on comedy.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies?
What?
And more importantly, can it be taught in its
This is a
entirety within 90
90-second
seconds?
video?
Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from
my
them
God.
in a room of no more than 76 degrees
Oh my
Fahrenheit,
God.
with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor.
It's like how to summon a demon,
Speak
basically.
the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny. Oh. I'm Dunny
Good.
with the funny. Oh,
This
there we
saying
go.
is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how
Data.
wrapped they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective
Amazing.
survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times. Just to ensure
That's
the
actually
survey
true.
taker
That's
is
actually a good
paying attention and not
questionnaire
simply throwing in
guideline. You
answers
have
at
to have
random.
like the same question
And that's all
repeated
there is.
across
With
the
these
survey
strategies at your disposal,
to weed
you'll
out
have
the
audiences
liars.
doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the
Oh my
front
God.
lines of the war to fight the
What?
12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm
12-legged,
of
what
bullets
the
and
fuck?
mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
What the fuck?
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that
Sure.
in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back. I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches.
I don't think this was like-
You'll say how
never mind.
ridiculous, how absurd, what a hilarious concept. The king of
What a
comedy.
hilarious
That's what you'll call
concept.
me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Wait, okay. We're gonna have to go back to the office? Office? Oh wait, no, this is the long way.
Here
Alright.
we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
All right, left.
No, 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 no. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this was all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud? Here we go.
Okay. He also removed the bucket sticker on the bucket after the
left.
Is this a bucket ending? Wait, on the right, sorry. Oh my god.
What? We're back at the phone already? No, no, no. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to.
Not the way it was meant to.
Fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back. And
Please don't make me rewatch that
video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Uh-oh.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much...
Oh, there we go.
It's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are...
What the fuck is happening? This is the first time we've reached credits.
In love with a bucket you are. No? Still not... Is it the delivery? Pale...
Are the names surreal? They seem real.
Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional
Sorry, Leroy.
videos.
Who's Leroy?
Let's see.
Ah, interesting. Click, click. Righto.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
What?
Is this Stanley's office?
What do you mean this isn't the right office? Also, the one that I wanted to click is not on, or either is not on or is not in this iteration of the office. We should be back. Hello, welcome to the stream. Of course we got disconnected, but so far it's only happened the once. Usually it happens like throughout, but now it's just happened like now. Half an hour away from the end of the stream. Oh wait, what? Bucket.
Ah, the embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Go right again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How
Perhaps it
insightful
truly
the
was.
bucket turned
I'm
out
not
to be.
seeing any divergent
No,
paths
never mind.
anymore, so
The bucket was wrong.
I think we have to like do something like
the door on
very,
his
very
left to
different
go
in order
back
to
to the
trigger
meeting
other
room.
endings at this point. Yeah, let's go here maybe.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Okay. So this just takes us here. All right. Okay, so we really need to find somewhere both red and blue. What does that mean? It doesn't ring a bell. So I don't think I've ever been to it. Oh wait, no, the bucket sticker is back.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Everything is blue. Does this elevator really not take us anywhere? Bing bong. Do 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 do. Ding dong.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding
What was
light
the... I
pierce
can't
the
remember.
dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he
Or...
the two of them were
853 was it?
inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he
God damn it.
shared with the bucket
Oh,
that he
we
didn't
just used
notice the keypad behind the
mouse.
boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
2845. Oh my god.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Was the bucket
Yes,
guiding him?
this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Blue and red. No, we're headed straight to the ending now. Don't think there's any more places we could get to. Right.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, this is... Nothing happens here that's different. We've already gone through this with the
The
bucket.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
Unless-
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the
Another
bucket both wondered to themselves.
No. We can try... Okay, we can try pressing the
Monitors jumped to
another
life,
button.
And Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never...
But like, why is this particular revelation a bit like of a shock? Like, I guess when this was made, 2013, it wasn't like the norm to have like CCTV per cubic. I don't know if it's the norm now, but like, isn't micromanagement a thing where like your managers or like your supervisors would be like on top of you, what you're doing all the time? So why is like
anything like this,
a
and it
whole
very nearly
wall
burst into
of like
tears as Stanley
monitored
pulled it
employees a
gently,
surprise?
reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Like, why is that like a mind-breaking thing? Night all. Ooh, have a good night, Wrath. Hopefully the Helldivers gets fixed when next you play.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
These
Same, right?
questions raced furiously in Stanley's
I feel
fevered
like the
mind.
developers are pretty responsive, or like, pretty cool
No!
developers, so they might be able
Screamed into the
to
bucket. He couldn't
figure
accept
it out
His
soon,
own
as soon
life
as
in someone
possible.
else's control. Never! He squeezed
Never!
the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Sorry, I was looking at
But here
achievements.
was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Uh-huh. Whoa. Oh, is that like, okay. Let me press button, see what happens. Bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop. Ah. I feel like this door could be opened, maybe. Twisting. Are those all the buttons I could press? I mean, quote unquote press. It's just making a different sound. Alright, let's see what happens if we just turn it on. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. System
When at last
power.
they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Let's turn it on.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to
we're
turn
blaming it on the bucket, are we?
controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take
Dun,
over the
dun,
machine and claim the power
dun.
for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds.
What?
Silly.
Birds.
Silly birds.
Silly birds.
The control buttons became active again. Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The
It's a
mind
tuk-
controls
Ah,
were only a
it's a
facade
hornbill.
to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And
Really?
Stanley was happy.
What? That's a wild ending. Okay. I mean, I don't think there is a true ending, but that's one of the, one of the more cathartic endings.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Input PC is gone again. Miss Kusi. I sneezed again. Wait, what ending did I want? The bucket, or did I have the The bucket didn't. I don't remember. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right, we're back online. Bloody hell. Let's have one more
This was
run,
not the correct way to the meeting room,
and then we can end the
Stanley knew
stream
it
because I
perfectly
think
well.
the
Perhaps he
disconnection
wanted to
moments
stop
are
by the
catching up
employee
to
lounge
us.
first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door
Yeah,
on
let's
his
go
left.
down where we were with the bucket earlier, and then
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
hop. Oh, it just sends you back there. There we go.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So
Okay.
far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination,
Yeah, that
you must
reveal
absolutely bolt off
is
the couch in pure shock
tired.
at the
Yes,
phenomenal
it needs
and
to be not a
intricate
thing anymore.
storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do.
Wow.
Now I've become sad. Look what you've
Just
done
take
to
me
me.
to
This
the
is
blue and
all
red
your
room.
fault.
Oh shit. Okay, so it's just that. The ending with the bucket is a bit longer,
All of his co-workers
mainly
had
because it
gone.
goes really,
What could it
really
mean?
insane.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Boop.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What does going down to the thing go? Oh.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
Right,
ago.
let's drop down to that thing.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Wrong
I'm not your
foot.
enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look,
Oh,
let
there
me
we
prove
go.
it. Let me prove that I'm on
There
your
we go.
side.
We
Give
found
me a
all of it.
chance.
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly.
The last
Savor this
Stiggly
moment,
Wiggly.
Stanley.
We
This is a real accomplishment.
we needed to
This
not
is
have the
doing
bucket
something
with us
just
for this
the
one.
sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its
own reward.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here.
Yay.
And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Cool. Right.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue
All right,
door.
fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Good. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, hello. Worldwide leaderboard. Oh my god. Alright. Let's go through the third door again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't
Yay.
mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
Hit me.
Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
What
I
the
think
fuck?
the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Bye.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's
Both.
the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh,
Yay.
hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh my god. It's Firewatch, isn't it? Or whatever this
What's our
game is called?
backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man
It's like,
spying
yeah.
on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes.
Ow, ow,
that
ow,
makes
ow,
it
ow, ow, ow,
what a
ow, ow,
fascinating
ow, ow,
venture
ow,
into
ow,
the
ow.
experience of total mental depravity.
Ouch.
So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems
Yeah, it's
there's
Firewatch.
even more.
Firewatches. Have a
Come,
great one.
let's
Thanks for
venture
being here,
outward and
Mel.
See what else is out there.
Take care. Alright, so we've just entered what do you call this? A collab section. Could probably play this as well. So far we've had like a payday, Easter egg, and now a Firewatch collab maybe?
No, it can't be.
What?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here.
It's a pretty
Let's find
environment.
another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable
walls.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Wait.
Wonderful.
No, I don't recognize
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's
Oh, it's
no
Rocket
racetrack.
League. Okay.
Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh god, it's gonna be a giant ball. Oh my god. Yeah.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is
Oh.
it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. Hold on. What are you doing?
Hello.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
It's so dark. I don't know we can. Oh fuck. Oh. Ooh, let's go for 427, I guess. 425, 426, 427. Ta-da! Huh. Nothing. Right.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
Wherever I
wonder if
am
he's
right
happy
now.
with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon.
Very soon.
I can wait.
Bong blung, bong blung, bong blung. Right, that was a red-blue door. Oh!
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things.
What is happening?
It's those figurines. Those figglers.
Oh?
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Yeah.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it
Maybe.
fill you to the brim with inner richness?
Sure.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Ooh.
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more
Okay.
time.
Alright. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Down here.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Hang on. So creepy. Seven. Oh.
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Thanks.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you
Under
remember?
the stairs.
No. Under the stairs was the 4th place you found a Figanley, not
Oh,
the
really?
3rd. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what? If Under the Stairs feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go
Wait,
making
really?
judgments?
I don't remember.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
Oh, yeah, he's just
well,
making up
I can't
memories
actually
now.
say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Oh boy. Yep, the boxes one.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh my god, not the home video. It's mini stand number 5. Yay. Best boy.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent
Sure.
a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
That wasn't 8 minutes, was it? And then the last
Stanley,
one.
then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figly and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Ah, okay. You
And
are
then
in the present.
There was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Oh crap! I was gonna take a screenshot.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Okay. The past.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Yes, I love that video.
And then the pink room.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room. These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one. This was our second Figly. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
The Big Bang. Ooh, we're back here. Collectibles. Oh, the jumping one.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want... Oh, yes, the 2 doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Okay.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Yep.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
Ooh, tell me.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now.
Oh dear.
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would
Okay.
make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction.
Oh,
But,
wow.
I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
No.
Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go
One
back
more
just
good
once
memory.
and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay,
Oh.
here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
One more run, is it?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the awaiting input PC?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Why do I feel like the floor just dipped?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Uh-huh.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He
Amazing.
stepped into the newly opened passageway. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking,
or sad.
eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that... blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
He didn't do anything. Anyway, that will have to be the end of this run, at least for this stream. But yeah. I don't know if we'll be playing Stanley Parable again next week, mainly because let me look at the achievements. We have settings achievement. It's interesting how we can do that. Anyway, that was fun though. For tomorrow, I'm not sure what we're gonna be playing yet, but we do have another stream tomorrow, a Friday stream. Then we'll have the weekend streams where if schedules align, we should be able to play Peak with Daniel, and then more Divinity Original Sin 2. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone who dropped by. I appreciate y'all so much. I am so hungry. So I'm gonna have to end it here. I will see you again next time. Bye bye.